What is up? Welcome. You're here with Brothers Forge Gaming, and this is Thunderflash, available in the PlayStation Store for your PlayStation console. Now, if you enjoy retro games, this is a throwback, kind of like an Akari Warriors kind of game that you might see in the arcades on the NES back in the 8 and 16-bit eras. We're going to get right into this. As you progress through the game, if you're struggling, you can unlock the 20 credit mode there. I unlocked the 15 credit. There are multiple difficulty modes, some bonuses once you beat the game. There's a lot more to it. And for you Platinum Trophy hunters out there, this one's relatively easy. You just basically need to clear the game to do that. You can also put on CRT mode if you're so interested. But I'm not currently on a CRT. But we could put CRT mode on just to check it out because I have not. Let's get into it. Yeah. Okay, so here we go. We get arcade stage select boss rush. So if you do timeout, you can stage select and beat the game. I want to say there's an achievement for beating it without doing stage select. Not necessary for the platinum, I don't believe. So if you do timeout, you can get that. The options was the other. Survival, probably see how long you can survive. Boss rush, work on the bosses. This is a co-op game, which is awesome as well. And then again, to beat it, to get the true ending, you got to beat it on hardcore. You got to beat it without continuing, basically. So you're going to want to get that co-op buddy. You're going to want to unlock those 20 credits probably. But for right now, we're going to just take a look. Actually, you know what? Let's take a look at hardcore. This reminds me a little bit of an old SNK arcade game, Psycho Soldier. We gotta actually have a playthrough on that if you want to check it out. I believe it's the sequel to Athena that showed up on the NES as a weird platformer game. A game I really enjoyed but never could get too far in back in the day, and I haven't took much time to revisit it in the future. Oh. Definitely dig the sprites on this one. Rock and Stan. I want to say I played as Rock because how could you not be the Rock? Let's check out what Stan brings to the table.
Mission 1. Mission start.
One of the tough things about this game, or any game like this, is the angled shooting. But you do get power-ups, you can get extra bonus life. Looks like I'm taking a lot more damage here on the hardcore mode. I imagine the enemies may be a little more difficult. Oh, already died. Oh, so he gets a shield instead of bombs. Oh, never mind. I guess you get that shield when you respawn. Yeah, hardcore is taking way more damage. You'll have to approach this in a sense in which you're not taking damage. Dang. Run and gun is not as approachable on hardcore unless you're just a master of the game. Flamethrower, that's what's up. I think flamethrower is the best weapon in the game. At least it seems the most versatile, the most badass. Watch out for those mines, so you gotta keep going. Nope, I guess you gotta walk backwards through that. You need to get a generous amount of guys. Generous amount of continues. Again, you can stage select from where you die. There is an achievement for not doing that. In terms of, I believe you have to see the true ending, you gotta beat the game start to finish. I want to say you can continue, but you got to beat it without using the stage select. That could be pretty tough. It could take some runs, and I would recommend co-op doing that. So if you ever played the game Commando, Akari Warriors, there's a few others like that back in the glory days of 8-bit arcade, 16-bit gaming. That gives you an idea of what you're working with. So whether you enjoy the classics, if you want to challenge yourself, grab a buddy. This is the way to go. Thunderflash. I did pick this thing up on sale, I want to say for 50 cents, so keep your eye out. For 50 cents you can't go bad. Can't go wrong with this. Get the spread. Even just to play it once with an afternoon, just to even get the platinum. Totally worth it. But the game also offers you more beyond insignificant, trivial items such as trophies. But you know, if you're looking to pad your stats, this will help you do it. The different difficulty levels, the level select, and the amount of continues and different upgrades and things you can get do make it approachable to, I would say, nigh almost any skill level. You know, this game would have fit right at home back in the day in the arcades. Now it's not so much a technical marvel as you may see out there, but they did a great job with this game. I got no complaints other than that it's tough as nails. Go! We'll get a death scene, maybe I'll see where that takes us. Run and gun.
Go. Go. Nice.
Done.
Machine gun.
Ooh, nice thing when you die, you get to keep your power up, which isn't always the case. Probably wasting that, but auto fire if you're into that. It's got it.
Danger! Danger! Danger!
So here would be a stage boss. We had some mid bosses. Example of a stage boss for you. This guy is
Heavy machine gun.
not terribly difficult. You got to take out the pods. Ooh. There may be a cheaty spot to get. This will probably tweak you if you try to get too close there. So yeah, you'll find the cheaty spot to help you out. Of course, then you gotta dodge. We should be able to take down one boss before we run out of credits. Ooh, his mechanics are a little bit different on hardcore as well. Bombs don't hurt him as much as he'd want it to. Go, go. You gotta outpace this guy, so it definitely ramps up the difficulty playing on hardcore. It's doable. This is gonna take a lot of work to get through and see that true ending. Definitely a game I would recommend, worth it to do.
Mission complete.
They did a great job putting it together, creating the challenge.
Mission 2. Mission start.
Whether you grew up playing the classics, maybe this is your first venture into what would be maybe considered the retro kind of genre. This ain't a bad place to start. It feels right at home. Anything you might play from back in the day. And if you're an old school gamer looking to get back into gaming, and you're wondering, oh gee, where do I start? You know, PlayStation 4 is actually one of the better systems you could get into for retro gaming. It has a lot of indie stuff on it. They have quite a few remakes of the classics. If you're a purist, you know that won't be your thing.
Game over.
Game over. Extra 5 credits. Okay, so I did unlock that mode in case I want to go back through and actually try to do it on the hardest setting. Get those extra credits.
Thunderflash.
That is Thunderflash. Quick look at that. Like I mentioned, you could get yourself a pretty quick platinum on this one if you're into that. And now we have our 20 credits to get all the way to the end. And I'm sure once you beat it on hardcore and you beat all the levels without stage selecting, and you do it, it's going to tell you got to beat it with 10 credits without continuing to get the true ending. Whether it's worth it. If you beat it without doing this level select and getting the true ending, let me know. Definitely a tough game. Totally worth it. Check it out. Thanks for hanging out. Make sure to check out all of our Platinum Trophy Guide playlists for more games you can play and earn your next Platinum Trophy on.